All right, let's just jump right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you're stepping into the absolute chaos of the hit Roblox game Survive Zombie Arena, you're going to need a serious game plan. So today, we are doing a full tactical survival briefing. We're going to break down exactly what you're up against, how the mechanics actually work, and how you can get a massive upper hand based entirely on the latest gameplay intel. Because trust me, you are going to need it.
Let's start with a number that should really put things into perspective for you. 500 plus. Yeah, you heard that right. In this arena, you aren't just dealing with, a handful of wandering enemies or some tiny manageable cluster of mobs. You are literally facing down more than 500 zombies all in one single place. It's like staring at a sea of monsters coming straight for you. It's a true test of your crowd control and spatial awareness, because the map is basically overflowing with threats.
And hey, if you were hoping this massive horde might just kind of go easy on a beginner, no way. Think again. There's a direct quote from the game's intel that hits the nail on the head, saying the arena, quote, shows no pity for anyone. And they mean that. There are zero timeouts, no safe little corners to hide in, absolutely no mercy. This environment is completely ruthless. And honestly, wrapping your head around that is absolutely crucial for your tactical mindset. You've got to be proactive and ready to fight the literal second you spawn in.
So how in the world do we actually handle a game that shows zero pity? Well, you have to lock into a very strict tactical loop. First off, obviously, you've got to fight those huge groups of monsters just to get a foothold and survive that initial crazy onslaught. Second, and I cannot stress this enough, you absolutely must unlock very strong weapons. That starter gear you drop in with, it is simply not going to cut it against a horde of that massive size. And third, you need to team up with your friends. Coordinating your attacks and watching each other's backs is pretty much mandatory if you want to manage the absolute chaos.
Okay, let's shift gears for a second and talk about the underlying economy of your survival, because everything in this game really revolves around credits. This is your primary in-game currency, and it is the absolute lifeblood of your progression. Why do you desperately need credits? Because you have to start saving up for a better class. Your class dictates everything, your unique abilities, your health pool, basically your entire survival potential. So you literally cannot afford to ignore your credit balance if you actually want to outlast these escalating waves.
Right. So the big question is, how do you actually acquire those vital credits without grinding forever? You essentially have two routes here. Route 1, you could go scour the internet looking for working codes all by yourself. But the data shows us that takes a really long time. It's just frustrating friction that keeps you out of the action. Route 2, you use an active, curated list of working codes. The difference is night and day, because with the list, you get your credits instantly. When your entire survival depends on getting that class upgrade, saving your precious time with a curated list is a massive tactical advantage. Let's just quickly bring all these tactical advantages together so we're on the exact same page. By utilizing a working codes list, you gain those credits instantly. Bam! Right into your account. That immediate cash injection means you can start saving for that better class right from the get-go, which, as we've seen, is exactly what empowers you to defeat those massive waves of zombies we were talking about earlier. Plus, the absolute best part is knowing for a fact that all the codes are active and working. You get to completely skip the tedious trial and error and jump straight from planning into some really powerful, well-funded zombie slaying.
Which brings us, finally, to the ultimate challenge. You know the score now. You understand just how ruthless and unforgiving this environment really is. You've got the exact tactical loop down. Fight, unlock those strong weapons, and team up. And you are fully equipped with the shortcut to instantly boost your credits and secure that better class. So, with those working codes in hand and over 500 zombies actively waiting to tear you apart, will you survive the arena? Take this intel, jump into the game, and put this new strategy to the ultimate test.